part 2 of kind of getting back to things today. We wanted to do a Q&A because you have a lot of questions for us. So we've got all your questions right here. We're gonna answer them today. There are some pretty good ones. Here we go. Most of the questions came in about 2 different subjects. So the first subject is homeschooling. So some of the questions that came in: what does schooling look like these days? Are you homeschooling? Will you be sending your older kids to preschool or homeschooling?
If you've seen our last vlog, Kaylee touched on it a little bit. While I was in Michigan, we actually ended up sending the kids to preschool.
They were in a Montessori preschool part-time. But you guys also know we do a lot of homeschool at home too. I touched on it in our last video. The preschool ended up not being a good fit for the kids any longer, which is why I pulled them out. I'm still getting back into doing like full curriculum units with them, but for right now, it's a little hit and miss. I do have a little secret. I will say that I am working on something related to preschool that's pretty big. A little bit of information, not too much, but a little bit. I am going back to school, to graduate school in April, to get my master's in curriculum and instruction, and that will play really nicely into a big thing I'm really excited about.
So there's a little hint. Get those gears turning, put a few ideas together.
And I'm hoping that this thing that I'm so excited about can become like actualized early summer. This next big set of question is all about life management. So we've got, just tell us how you do life. How do you do it? What do you do to manage 4 kids, still keeping up on things, having time to put energy into your marriage, keep it healthy? How do you get motivated to get dressed every day? How do you deal with everything there is to deal with that many young kids? How do you truly manage kids with ADHD? What is your secret? This is a question that we kind of get often, with how to balance and manage all of the aspects of life. Life is messy and it's complicated, and there is a lot of moving parts to it.
There are. I'll start off by saying we do our best. It may look like we have our life totally together. There is always room for improvement. There are always things that we want to do better.
I've had this analogy for years, and it's the idea of 2 hats. We step into roles, right? So we're a mom, you know, for a while I was a teacher, a wife, a neighbor, whatever. You got lots of hats. Lots of hats are happening. I can only manage 2 well at a time. That's it. And that's okay with me. It took a while to get to that point where I felt like it was okay to not feel like I have to be a full-time vlogger and a full-time mom and a full-time housekeeper and a full-time whatever else. I only named 4 things there, but I can't do that. And that's just where managing your priorities and letting go of what's left, it ends up being what it is.
And I think it's important to recognize that, well, like you said, everybody might have a different limit. Maybe somebody can handle 1 hat at a time. Maybe some people can handle 2 or 3. But everybody has their limit. Nobody can handle all of their hats all the time, do a good job in every role.
And they change, right?
And I think it's a great example. We haven't had videos in a long time. That's because that was one of the hats that was a little bit less important in our lives for this time period.
Yeah.
So we made the decision to set that aside to focus on the other things that we had going on. And now things have kind of gotten to the place where we feel like we can come back and we can refocus on this part of our lives.
So I think kind of what we're getting at here is, first of all, don't ever believe everyone has it all together, because they don't. While it looks like we have everything together because I just made my bed before we recorded this video, it doesn't always look like that. The stuff that's not on my bed anymore is in the closet right behind you. So it's just prioritized.
Well, it is kind of all together, just
in the closet.
Yeah.
You know, put the first things first. If that's taking a walk with your kids, do it. If that's putting on a show for your kids so that you can have the time you need to do your schoolwork, do it. And don't feel guilty about it. You need to do what you need to do to have the balance in life that you need. How do you deal with overstimulation?
I feel like I just don't get overstimulated as quickly as you do.
It's true. It's true. Quinn makes a really good point. I get overstimulated way faster than Quinn does. I have a really sensitive sensory system.
That is a tongue twister.
A really sensitive sensory system. Even though I get overstimulated way more quickly than you do, you still get overstimulated with the kids.
It's true. I do.
So what do you do?
I feel like
You want a second?
my ideas are not all that great.
That's not true. Now let me tell you what Quinn does. Quinn brings the tone down in the house. If he feels like it's getting overstimulating for him, he mindfully brings the tone down. Sometimes it's sitting down and reading with the kids. That's one of his favorites because it brings all of our kids' energy down and they all sit and they snuggle, and then all you hear is Quinn's lovely deep reading voice. And I read like this and with all the voices, and you just have that nice, calm dad reading voice, and all the kids eat it up. But you do that. You put on calming music a lot for the kids or for your own brain. Actually,
Probably more for my own brain.
yeah. One of the ways that I feel like when I am overwhelmed with like all 4 kids climbing on me and, you know, holding their, feeding Nelson and like they're all touching me or talking to me, and like it's just a lot. It's a lot. I often like find a way to redirect them somewhere else. Whether it's like, hey, get your boots on, get your coats on, head outside to the playhouse. Sometimes I need a reset to be the best mom I can be. And I do tell them that. Guys, mom is feeling really overstimulated. I need some quiet time. And they've been really receptive to it. Time management tips for juggling life with all your kiddos. So now someone asks a little bit later, balancing like adventure and fun activities with a schedule. And it comes back again to scheduling. Utilize a block schedule and chunk your day into the predictable times where you need routine. You know, you need breakfast, you need lunch, you need dinner, you need midday nap. Isolate that, and then leave those other larger chunks for your outdoor adventures or whatever it may be.
And that block schedule is super helpful both when we want to like plan fun activities to do with the kids and when we have life things that have to happen. Anytime we schedule a doctor's appointment for the kids or a dentist or something like that, we know our block schedule. So we're able to schedule those things during the morning block or during the afternoon block.
What are your plans for the future?
In our immediate future, we are coming up on match day for me, which means that we get to find out where we're going for residency.
It's huge. It's going to be a huge moment.
Yeah. We're looking at buying a house. We're looking at getting rid of as much stuff as we can. On top of that, Kaylee talked a little bit about her big plans, going back to school, finishing up a master's degree, and moving forward with a big secret project on that.
Oh, I'm so excited! On this same subject, what are you looking forward to with the move to Michigan later this year?
I think, honestly, one of the biggest things
I know what
is
you're gonna
that
say.
we are outgrowing this house.
Yep, we are so excited to buy a new house.
I'm really excited just to have a little bit of a bigger space.
And not having our living room between the kids' bedrooms. Their little Hansel and Gretel trails of stuff is what drives me crazy all day long. One more future question is, are you guys having any more kids?
Ooh, that's a good question. The answer is not yet. I could see us having more kids in the future, but not yet. Nelson is still very small.
No, hold on.
Okay, Nelson's
He's
still
not very
young.
small, he's very young.
Very young. The kid is huge, but
we want to get to Michigan, we want to get settled, and then likely we'll start thinking about it some more and seeing how we feel. I mean, we know we like our kids relatively close together. Christian and Ainsley are 13 months apart, Ainsley and Ruby are 20 months apart, and Ruby and Nelson are 16 months apart. So they're all really close together, and we like them that way.
we do.
So, not now. In the future, don't be surprised when you hear we're adding another little Carnahan. Okay, that's just about it for our questions. We do have some video requests that I'll just address really quick. How we teach our kids to read, different songs we've made up to help the kids with learning, transitions,
She's really
eating.
good with making songs up, by the way.
He's gotten so good at it now too. It's an acquired skill.
I'm still acquiring this skill.
No, okay. Hey, let's do this right now. The kids need to go brush their teeth. Give me a song for it. We're trying to transition them and it's like, bump out a song, go.
Okay. It's time to brush your teeth. It's time to brush your teeth. Hi-oh, the dairy-o, it's time to brush your teeth.
Boom! That's exactly what I was
Woo.
thinking actually too.
Really?
High five!
Yeah.
Yeah, so a video about the different songs that we've made to help our kids transition. All of the videos you are wanting are centered around your child's development and their education.
And that's what we love to focus on.
Yeah, that's
So-
what we're here for, so you guys are doing good. Yes, lots of videos focusing on more about our routines, kind of our day-to-day, managing the things and the people and all, everything that comes with it. Lots of great stuff to come with preschool and curriculum. All right, I think that's about it.
It is.
Yeah.
It's fun to get all of your questions. And thank you for all of your help and all of your suggestions. And we so appreciate all of your input. And we love reading all of your comments and your suggestions.
Yeah, it's a great community and it's so good to be a part of. And we are just so excited to be back. We'll see you again next time. Bye.